Okay, hey, this is kind of part of my workout, so. Excuse my butt. Okay, I'm gonna go kind of through quickly my base workout where I warm up all my joints and get some flexibility going back again, right? I've already gone through this basic workout once earlier, and then I went for a run. Now I'm gonna do it again. I'll probably be able to do it. I'll do it much more quickly, and I'll do it probably with a little more force and be better than the first time around. So it normally starts with going down, and I spend a fair amount of time getting my back warmed up and getting my shoulders warmed up. So I work out my shoulders pretty hard and keep my back in decent shape. So I got lower back issues. So we do a lot. It's run all fours, but a lot of times we're on two. We're on our hands. Our entire weight is supported by our hands. And we'll do a few restful poses, and one of them is this. And if I could really squat well, it'd be like this as well. Shoes help in this case. I'm going to go onto my hands this way, so my entire weight is being carried by my hands this way. I'm also going to, in every point I do a 2-point hand carry, I'm going to try as much as I can to strengthen my fingers as well. Now I can just barely do that at all. But then there's another elevated handstand that's much easier, much stronger. We probably utilize that somewhat regularly and know how to do it. Moving forward onto my shoulders to get more and more weight on my hands. And my goal is to eventually, I want to be able to press up into a handstand, but right now, I want to work on planche. I can't do a planche, but this is what I call a tucked planche, where I'm carrying my weight on my hands. Wow. Nice, I do that as long as I can, which you can see isn't that long. We're going to do a little more on the down front now. We'll just go the down back and kind of shift the weight between having more weight on our feet and having more weight on our hands, right? So we want to also be carrying ourselves back here, but for the lower back, this is incredibly good. And it's kind of a natural thing when you get tired of your weight on your hands, you move forward, you weight on the balls of your feet. For lower back people like me, this is critical that I'm able to do this. And I can definitely feel it. Sometimes I take quite a while to warm up to this. Sometimes I can get my head all the way down. It'll be a little more time spent before I can do that today. But back to my elevated handstand, and now I'm going to put my weight all the way back on my hands. My lower leg's being carried by the floor right now yet, but come back again. Now as I get better and better at that, I'll be able to take my feet all the way up to drop the ground, which I kind of can do. Going to a flat hand here. back. That's good too. It's all good. It all taxes us, and that's the whole idea, that we bring ourselves to our limit, and we do so strenuously. Now that means we have to kind of warm up to it before we can go full strength, and we also want to hold our joints very tightly. So we're expending some of our effort on opposing muscles, but that's how we're going to gain strength the most, right? We want to keep things tight. We keep joints tight, well seated, I should say. Back here. There's a sore spot in my lower back. I hope to have that worked out by later. Okay, now let's go into our L-sit. I'm going to do an elevated handstand position here. As long as you can. All right. Let's see what we can do for a V-sit, which is a bit harder. Of course, it always helps if you have front-over flexibility, so you're not pulling against your tight muscles, your own inflexibility, which I always have, but of course we always are. Okay, never mind. Okay. Let's, before we get out of here, let's try the coffee table. We're going to be a very strong coffee table, okay? Like somebody could sit on us. Probably couldn't me, but, you tighten up like you're going to have to carry it for us, and that's what we want to do with everything. And that's really pulling on the shoulders flexibility that way, which I definitely always need to work on, always. Okay, one more thing while we're down. If we have to take a rest, that's okay. We can go to the front and come back later, but I'm going to go ahead and try coming through and lifting my butt up in the air. Someday I'll do a straight leg through handstand, to a handstand. And this is a rotation part of the shoulders that switches off between muscles, so it's very good to test the shoulder rotational strength there, and it's very good to build shoulder rotational strength this way, right? A little stretchy there on the shoulders and come back. Now I'm kind of going to give some resistance, like I'm having to pull. Yeah. Okay, hands tired. So one more thing we want to do from the down back position is well, hey, there's always touch base every day with your lean back, chilling at the park handstands. Now this is just a very good relaxing stretch for the shoulders, a relaxation pose. But we kind of learn how to turn our arms into lock position and kind of brace them against our rib cage, right? And then we can do kind of like chilling in the park at a free concert, that's how you do it. Okay, that was getting tiring already, because our shoulders are getting tired. Okay, now, what happens when you get up? What you do is you go to a 2-point stand. Just notice if you do. Oh, look at the time. Now the more our hip is toward our hand, the more weight's going to go on our hand. Now it becomes a little harder. You kind of just want to look down upon the straight arm. Press into that, right? Beginning breakdancing. Okay. When you relax over or front over, don't worry about your legs being straight. Worry about them being where you're comfortable and everything's kind of pulling on an even fashion, right? The good one is when you lay your chest on your legs. And even the deep squat, that's something you'll do, so it's kind of good to practice. One more time with the planche. You gotta be a little stronger this time. Now here's the feet assisted press up. And that's how I'm gonna get strong enough to someday press into a handstand. I'm using shoulders as much as I can, only assisting when I have to with my feet. Hi, hi, hi. Oh. Okay, before we go down front, let's do a little handstand action here. Guess you can see me just fine. Handstands are one of those very natural things that we were doing when we were like 2 years old, right? It's very good for the shoulders. We want to always be able to maintain handstand. And from a handstand we can go like many directions to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Eventually I want to balance on one hand, but I can't even balance on two right now. But I can get on one hand with the assisted wall. I also want to do upside down push-ups. And the stronger I get this way, the more I got balance. You know, the more motion I got to catch myself, maneuver myself around. Anyway, those are all things to work on in the handstand position. Getting up, I give my butt a little so you have to help. Upside down standing pose. Shifting the weight. I've been working a little bit on the flexibility of my legs spread. As you can see, I'm kind of inflexible in that area. Okay, down front in the planche position. We'll do a few things from the planche. Super good for the back, and we'll get a little workout on the push-up as well. Right? Okay. Leaning onto my elbows right now, it's kind of a restful position on the back. And just kind of getting myself used to the position. Right? Now, one thing I do is just kind of try to do some manner of thing to stay in the planche position about 60 seconds. Maneuver around, and when our arms and our wrists get tired, we just kind of like go onto one hand. That's seriously good for the back, right? To be able to transition from here to here. Seriously good for the back. This one I've been working on. It's really good. I love it. Just squeeze yourself into a solid position. And hold until you're really tired, because you really want to squeeze on a pose like that. You really want to tire yourself. And that's how we build strength and flexibility, because we go to our limits. We go to the limits of our range of motion. Squeeze down. We never squeeze into a stretch any harder than we're holding our joints tight. So always our joints are very tight. That's how you gain flexibility the proper way, I would say. All right. Ready. Count up. Okay, back rest. That one stretches the hips as well. This is that one. Okay, before we go back into the planche, let's go revisit this two-pointed hand position. Okay, now this is really going to increase our front over stretch right here. And again, good for the shoulders, good for the back. Okay, that's my limit on the fingers. Trying to straighten our legs and lift them off of our arms. Wish I cannot go up too. Okay, really, really good for the back. Back to the plank position. Why don't we do a couple of burpees just to, because surprisingly one of the things you can do earlier on in the plank is ouch. Come on, muscle. Okay. Alrighty. You know what? Back to the plank. This one is so good. And it's putting your weight on one leg again, so we have some twist on the back. Applying some torque. May have to come up on this slowly. Someday I'm going to be able to go all the way around with that. Alright, that was good enough for that. Let's go hopping up the wall. This is good for getting stronger on the muscle up as well, because we're using muscles to come up through here, strengthen ourselves in this way. It's nice I have this little ledge. I feel lucky I have these walls here. This is kind of like getting out of the pool. You always want to be able to get out of the pool. Water will give you an assist, but you know, working from this taller ledge, again, popping up, and I didn't used to be able to do this. About worn out in that category already. Okay. Ay. Kill myself. Okay. Dips. Starting straight arm. Okay, I want to show you some front on the wall or the table or workbench or the kitchen counter, whatever, handy. leaning on the elbows here. Hey, here's one. I'm not too worn out. These are really good to practice too. The obstacle course wall where it's high up, right? It's not high up, but I'll just bring my feet up. Right? So if you're hanging on the edge of a building, can you get up onto the edge? Make it look easy on the movies after they hang there for half an hour. Really good for building this, which we need for muscle ups, right? Yeah. Right. All right, starting low. Always good to get 60 seconds on just being able to hold yourself. You may not get all 60 seconds all at once. Just go to where, you can. And helps to change positions sometimes. Dad, I'm going up a bit now because I want to practice something else, which is getting used to carrying myself on the wings in a scrunched up position. Yeah. Right. Now here's a good way to practice that. First, we might just want to just kind of lean into them. And I got them a little bit high, so I'm on my tiptoes here, assisting with my feet. My right shoulder feels a little tight, so that'll get worked out. I'm not actually carrying myself here. I might just want to lower these down a bit to where I can. That was just a little too scrunched up. I haven't built that flexibility in yet. Right? Yeah, that's better. I can lean into it. Keep the shoulders kind of warmed up and used to that position even, especially that position carrying weight. So, and here's a nice little exercise. You can even practice kip, you can practice getting stronger through that catch yourself position. Slow motion simulated kip. Come through. Whoa. Those are good. Now here's one, two variation on that. Wow. Have to get your shoulders a little more flexible, more stretched out. It's okay for the first one. See if I can just pick up my feet. So with wings at this height, we can hop up pretty easily. So let's just go there and hold ourselves upright just for a little while. Where this needs to be low. Baby dips. That's how we'll warm up to our dips. Is starting from up and going reverse dips. Slowly. Going in, feeling good presses. We did some dips on the wall. Out there, right? I did dips. I did them before. Like this. Good way to get flexibility because you just go to where you can, but each time you press your limits, and each time you gain control. Because that's the signal your brain needs to say, oh, we need to extend muscles and ligaments here. And we need to grow strength. Up again, baby dips. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going up a little higher now because we're going to practice hopping up and catching ourselves. And we want to, what we want to do is hop up pretty high so we don't have to catch ourselves very low. Although we want to be able to at some point catch ourselves low because our first grab will probably be way low. But getting up that far is like the major battle. And if we can get up that far and just hold, then that's huge. Huge. I mean, like, you know, from full swinging position. Yeah, okay. So, you do a little practice hops here to get the feel of it. Okay. You can do it, Jake. Yeah. Yeah, do this. on a scrunched up position. Can I press out of that? I don't think so. Maybe if I kick hard enough. Kicking's fair too though. I mean, it brings the whole body into play. Kipping, as they call it. Alright. A couple more of those. A little higher. Okay, how about one? Alright. Now the next level, you can work up to this by about head height. That's about all I can accomplish. Somewhere here. Alright. So, oops. All right. Now, this, I'm going to have to rely a little more on my arms to carry me up, although I can hop part way. Alright. Now you can move this progression slowly up and up and up and up and up. But really, to me, any higher than this, I might as well be like hanging, I guess, because I can't do it otherwise. That's just true. Let's just turn that up. Yeah, I can't do a whole lot of these, but they sure are good. And more you'll be able to get to do more and more because doing this will make you stronger. Never mind. Time to move up. You know, hanging is one of the most natural things to us, and we should do that every day. And it will tend to build flexibility this way, which I need a little more, right? But I've gained quite a bit. Somehow I got out of hanging. I didn't have nothing to hang on, I guess. I always need something. I gotta figure out something to hang on. Thank goodness I got the rings. I wish I had a bar too. I'd die to have a bar. Maybe I'll just have to make one. Buy some pipe. Okay. We're going to do some things here. We're going to practice kick. We're going to practice pull-ups in various shape and forms. And we're going to go over back. And we're going to practice our front lever. And we're going to practice our back lever. And I need a lot of work on the back. I need a lot of work on the front, but even more on the back. And we're going to build a lot of strength, lifting our legs this way and keep them as straight as we can and ourselves out as far as we can and not be the ability there. But start with, let's just get used to get everything warm up to hanging. Ah. My grip has increased a ton, is my guess, in the last year. I guess it should, huh? Hanging from one hand. Okay. Okay, now I'll show you the front lever, kind of. I can only kind of bounce to it. I can't hold that. Gracious. Good for shoulder rotational flexibility. That way I'm building my back lever. Alright. Alright. Got a couple of swings and a couple of kips. Alright. Solid. Now as I say, this workout kind of done everything. I can really actually split that into 3 days. Really emphasize one, maybe touch on the other, and re-emphasize another one a different day. But this, today I'm doing it all. Okay, swinging and kipping. Now there's kipping pull-ups. Kipping pull-ups on bar, on a bar. The rings are slightly different. You have to change your technique a bit. You have to learn both actually. And kipping pull-up, slightly different from a kip to get up into a muscle up. We're gonna add something when we do the muscle up. The muscle up kip has an extra couple of the pelvic thrust, toe peak. Alright, so here's the pull up into the kipping pull up into the follow the muscle up kip. So when we have the hip thrust, we're trying to get our hands down to our pockets. That's hard. So when we do pull-ups too, we want to practice more and more pulling our hands in front of us rather than here. So we'll work on that. Lots of variations on pull-ups, of course. Okay? I'm calling it.